AB 1111 is a common sense bill by adding additional flexibility to the California zero-emission school bus mandate by allowing additional flexibility when determining the feasibility of switching to zero-emission buses, and modifies an existing incentive program to allow districts struggling to make the switch to zero-emission buses to receive buses from other districts. The legislature previously passed landmark legislation calling for most of California's school bus fleets to be zero-emission by 2035 and all school buses to be zero-emission by 2045, which I support. That legislation sought to make new strides in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and the amount of other toxic air contaminants emitted by these buses, while recognizing that some school districts were not ready and would need more time for the zero-emission technology to meet their needs. However, in the time since the law went into effect and districts have started planning their own switch to zero-emission vehicles, it has become clear we did not account for all the challenges of converting these bus fleets, especially in rural communities. While the original legislation allowed for extensions of the 2035 deadline for certain districts, it did not account for the lack of electric infrastructure available to the districts. Additionally, there has been a reduced availability of non-zero-emission buses as school bus manufacturers have shifted their operations away from supplying diesel buses. This has left many districts, especially in my area, without any options to maintain their existing fleets if they need more time either to build out their charging infrastructure or for improvements in technology to help meet the needs of longer bus routes or the terrains that many in my community have to go through. AB 1111 will help these districts by increasing flexibility for the districts that need it the most and providing buses to act as a stopgap until they can implement the zero-emission bus requirement. I ask for your aye vote today.
Seeing no further debate, the clerk will open the roll. All those vote who desire to vote. All those vote who desire to vote. All those vote who desire to vote. The clerk will close the roll and tally the votes. Ayes 59, no 0. The measure passes.